Well, I haven't filmed in a long time, and it's obvious because I was just chatting and my camera turned off because I never pushed record. So what have I been doing? Why haven't I been filming? And it's because everything has been broken. I went and saw my mom. I talked about her coffee pot. And this poor little coffee pot said, "Thanks for featuring me in the video, Irene, but I don't want to work anymore." I talked about her washing machine. My mother has an old school washer. I bet it's like 30 years old. But it works good. It uses probably more water than the new fangled front loaders or top loaders that spin really fast. They both broke. They both had to be replaced. I talked about my mom doing pretty good, and then my mom had 2 health situations, an AFib thing, and a little tumble, and that set her way back. And during all that, I broke my relationship with my sister a little bit by being too much of a Budinsky. Excuse me. And so I have felt broken. And at our house, our coffee pot broke. Our lawnmower broke. And it just seemed like everything was breaking. And the last thing I wanted to do was get on this camera and talk to you about how messed up everything was. And I think that's just kind of how life goes sometimes. Karen is dealing with elder care for the first time, and we are finding that Social Security is broken, websites are broken, the way banks do stuff is broken. So I just got in this dark place of, gosh darn it, everything is breaking. I don't want to talk about it. And then Sandy from Sheepishly Me sent a newsletter out where she said she wanted to go to the School of Unlearning. And that hit me a lot too, because I want to unlearn being afraid of things breaking or always walking on eggshells. And I want to be a better listener. And so I've been working really hard on just getting myself organized and getting cleaned up. And one of the things that has happened in the last month that was just really hard was the dentist noticed that my lips looked really bad, that they didn't have definition, especially my lower lip. It had a lot of white on it. So I said, okay, I'm going to the dermatologist and I will have him check it out. And the dermatologist said, well, it's probably precancer. I'll give you this cream. It's called Muracell, and it's like a carcinogenic thing that kills the precancer cells. And you have some stuff on the side of your face, and you use the same thing, and it will be really bad on your lips. They'll blister and they'll hurt. Well, I didn't expect what happened. It hurt like a bean. My whole lower lip blistered. It bled. For a whole week I couldn't brush my teeth. All I could do was put a little toothpaste on my finger and rub it in there and pray to God it didn't get on my lip. One night I just laid on the sofa and cried. It hurt so bad. And I called the doctor and they sent a prescription for some stuff, and it got me through that. But I took a ton of Advil and it was just awful. My lips bled all the time. I had to drink out of a straw. I could eat. Of course I could eat because I have to eat. That's my favorite thing. But it was a miserable month. And so who wanted to film when I had that going on too? Like, my lips were broken. And those have healed up pretty good. But boy, a month of bleeding lip was no fun. And then people asking, what did you do? So my tale of woe is I want to unlearn being so wrapped up in feeling like I have to fix things for others, not being a good listener. I want to be a better listener. I want to unlearn talking so much. And I just want to start making progress. So one of the things I've done to move forward is I got a new Mac. I got an M4. I had an Intel based Mac that was, I think, 2017, 2018, and it would reboot every night. And so that was a pain. And it's nice to have one. And I spent the $150 on my MacBook Pro to get that screen that is anti-glare. And I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but it is faboo. And it's 1 inch smaller, but I haven't noticed that. So that's one thing I did. Rather than just saying, oh, I can deal with my machine rebooting all the time, I got a new Mac. And was it a lot of money? Yeah, but you got to do it. And the other thing we did was all winter, our roof leaked. And we live in the Pacific Northwest, and every time it rained, I panicked. And then we would notice water somewhere, and we'd have to go up on the roof to try to patch it. So I got off my rear end. I got 4 bids. One bid was so low, I knew it had to be awful. And we decided on the middle of the road. We got a lot of good recommendations. And so we got the down payment, and that should be done in 4 to 8 weeks. So I just quit putting stuff off. So that's something that I'm very proud of, because it's a lot of money, and I usually overthink these things. Another thing was I was like, oh, I don't want to garden. It's too much work. But one day at I think Home Depot, not Lowe's, Home Depot, they had some tomatoes, they had some peppers, they had some lettuce. We bought it, we put it in the ground. Will it be good? I don't know, but at least I'm doing it. And I started doing some yard work, which I've been needing to do and I haven't been doing. And the best thing I've done, I think, is let my mom and my sister take care of my mom and my sister, and I've been taking care of me. I took a little part-time job. I'm working at Bill Wright Golf Complex at Jefferson Park. It used to be called Jefferson Golf Course. And I'm a starter, and I work Friday afternoons and Sunday mornings. Now, Friday afternoon is really, really, really hard. And so I hope in the future I can get a different shift. I absolutely love Sunday mornings, even though it starts at 4:30. Well, here I am in the morning, getting ready to pull carts out at my job as a starter. Sunday morning, this is my favorite day to work. I like what I do. It's pretty easy on Sunday mornings. I get there and I have to pull some carts out, and I have to clean up the trash and make everything look nice and put water out. And I make sure that there's sand on the par 3s to fix the divots. Sometimes on Sundays I get to set the closest to the pin markers out, and they have a thing so you can measure them. And this is the pin placement. Beautiful day out here today. And this is the hole. It used to be a par 4, but they need to put up fencing, so they changed it to a par 3. But I always make a 4 here, so there you go. And it's mindless work, but it's fun. And the customer interaction on Sunday morning is so pleasant. And with the little money I'm earning, I'm getting club fitted because it's time for new golf clubs. So I'm going to fix that issue in my golf bag. And that's my update. And Karen and I are planning a trip to Sacramento to try to deal with the craziness that is Social Security for her dad. All we're trying to do is change his address. And this is so crazy hard. So we made an appointment, and we're going to take her dad to the office, and hopefully he won't lose his temper because it takes too long. But that's our goal, and we're going to go at the end of June. And that's my update, what's been going on. So to wrap it up, everything broke. I did some soul searching about how I was helping to break everything, especially relationships, and what I could do to fix those. And basically it's keep my big fat mouth shut. Oh, and on the mouth thing, it helped having my whole bottom lip cancer treated because you couldn't really talk or your lip would bleed. So that was good practice. And I'm taking care of some things, even though they cost money, we're getting them knocked out. And that's my update. Stay tuned. I gave myself a 30-day challenge, and I'm going to film week 1 of my progress on my 30-day challenge that I gave myself. And as a spoiler, it's golf related and something I need to do, but I don't like doing. So that's your spoiler for my next video. So stay tuned. Welcome back. I never said who I was, but if you're new here, my name's Irene. I'm recently retired. I'm starting to play a lot of golf because it's something I love to do. I have a part-time job at a golf course. Just come along for the messy ride. So see you soon. Bye.